Hey y'all, so I got the Avata 2 here. Broke it. I ran into something. And it broke completely through right here at this corner. Yeah, there it is. Right there. I used some super glue and glued it, but I want to make it a little bit stronger. Cloth tape. Make some 5-minute epoxy, which I just mixed up. I'm going to put some tape on it, and then I'm going to epoxy the tape on. Tape with epoxy will make it quite a bit stronger. And I'm wearing gloves just because I don't want to get epoxy on my hands. I hate this tape. It's really bad, but because it doesn't stick very well, but I think it'll do fairly well for this, just because I think it'll soak up the epoxy better. The only thing you have to make sure of is that you don't want it touching the propeller at all. So just make sure there's a little bit of a gap there and it should be okay. And I probably won't even put, well, I'll probably put some epoxy, but I'll really push it in here. Anyway, we'll see how it flies. You don't want to fly with a broken frame because that can cause oscillations in the gyroscope, which can cause a flyaway, and a flyaway means your drone is gone forever unless you have name and phone number and maybe even offer a reward. Or what I have done to recover drones in the past is I'll put a Apple AirTag on them. Anyone with an iPhone drives by, walks by, comes near, it'll end up pinging to you when you put it in lost mode. Let me know what you think.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Don't care for me. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. So fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong. It's a bittersweet symphony that's live, trying to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die. I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down. Takes you to the places where all the things meet, yeah. No change, I can change, I can change, I can change. But I'm here in my mold, I am here in my mold. But I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mold, no, no. Change, I